Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whenever this is for you. And this is a strength class. We've got some weights, we've got a glider. As of right now, that's the only thing I have on my list. You know, sometimes that changes, but I think that's it. As always, if there's anything else that you need that makes your experience more comfortable or more manageable, you should absolutely use those things and have them close by whenever you need them, okay? I also have a little water. So I'm going to take this with me and we're going to get started. Okay, we're going to start standing. All right, we don't need anything just yet. So let's just bring the feet about hip distance apart and we'll just warm up the feet just a little bit. You can really do whatever you like with your hands. Let's stand up nice and tall. Maybe we'll do a quick little neck release first. We can kind of pull the head back just a little bit, relax the shoulders, take a nice deep belly breath, a lateral breath, and then exhale it out. Let's do one more nice deep breath like that. Less shoulders, more waist. And then just keep breathing as you start to bring your head from side to side, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Sometimes when people do the ear to shoulder thing, they're like completely swaying side to side. Try to just make it the head on the top of the spine. Of course, your neck is going to be moving a little. And we'll just do one more each way. Try not to hold your breath. Relax your jaw. And then come back to the center and we'll do right and left. You can look over one of your shoulders, see what you see behind you. Your shoulders are still. Come back through to the center and then over to the other side and see what you see. And again, right and left. And over to the other side. One more each way. Shoulders are relaxed. And then we'll come back to the center. And then last but not least, chin in. Give yourself that double chin, that cute double chin. And then stick your chin out and look up. Chin in, chin out. We're going to add to this one. Chin in, look down, look down, look down, look down. Curl your head forward. Come back up, chin out. Look up, look up, look up. Head goes back. One more each way. Chin in. Look forward, look forward, look forward, look forward. Come on up. Last one. Relax your jaw. Chin out. Look up. And then come back. And last but not least, just a little circle in each direction. Good. Snap, crackle, pop. I don't know about that. Okay, let's come back. Head on top of the spine. Toes forward. Shift your weight towards your toes. See if you can find all 10. Push them down. Lift the heels. And then lower the heels. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And lower. 5 more. 5. And 4. Hands behind the head is nice for this. This one often helps me to stay really centered. 2 more. 1 more. And then you can put your heels down. Bring your feet maybe slightly closer together. They should be just about as wide as your hip bones. Step the right leg back. Keep the left leg forward and bent. See if you can get your back heel down. I'm trying to get both sets of my toes directed forward. Arms are going to come straight up towards the ceiling. Shoulders come down. Lift the back heel. Roll all the way through the toes. And then lower the back heel. Bring the arms out nice and wide, like you're an airplane. And then bring yourself forward, hinging through the left hip. And then come right back up again. It's like a little bit of a combo. Arms up, lift the back heel, roll forward to the right toes. Actively roll through that foot to lower back down. Arms come out nice and wide, shoulders are down. Square off your hips so the left hip is as in line with the right hip as you can get it. Hinge forward, my arms are facing the ground, shoulders are pulled back a bit. Press through both feet to come up. One more. Arms up, shoulders down, back heel. Up and back. Arms wide, shoulders down. Pull that left hip back a little bit as you bring yourself forward over your left thigh. And then push through both feet to come up. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift the back heel. I'm still bent through my front knee. Bend the back knee, come about halfway down, and then come right back up. Imagine you're sliding straight down, and then back up. Keep going here. Another thing to look at as you're doing this is very often people kind of sink or the knees come in. So kind of keep an eye on the alignment of the knees and the back hip, the hip of the leg that's back. We're just going to do 4 more. P.S. When you come up, can you give the back tush a squeeze? And 3. And 2. One more time. And then step that right leg forward. Okay, so now we'll do the other side. I can stay this way. So now we step the left leg back and the right leg forward. P.S. Make sure your feet are not too narrow. That's going to really make it more difficult to balance. Bend the front knee. Lift the chest. Back heel perhaps is down. And we'll start with the arms up. Shoulders down. Roll through the foot to lift that back heel. Actively roll through to put the heel back down. Arms spread out nice and wide. The front knee is over the foot. And we hinge forward. Yeah, maybe one side is different. Do what you do. Do what you need to do to shift so you can help yourself. Roll through the back foot. Find lots of energy as you roll up and down through the back foot. And then the arms will come out nice and wide. And then we'll hinge. Back up. One more. Arms up. Roll through the back foot. Energy through the arch is really what I mean, the arch of the foot. Roll it back down. Arms come out wide. Last hinge here. Pull that right hip back slightly. And back up. Bring the hands back. Lift the chest just a little bit. Lift your back heel. And now we're going to go maybe about halfway down and up. And see if you can give the back tush a squeeze. Halfway down. I like to imagine there's a little bit more energy coming up. Last 4. And 3. And 2. One more. And then step forward. Great. Bring the feet, let's do heels together, toes apart. As always, if parallel is more comfortable, just stay in parallel and that's fine. Arms are going to come out to the sides. Shoulders are down. We'll do a nice twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist in one direction. Look at your back hand. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. One more. Exhale, twist. Come back to the center, lower the arms down for just a moment, and then bring the arms into a nice big circle. I'm going from front to back, and I'm not spending too much time perfecting the circle. I'm just gonna get the arms moving and the shoulders warmed up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we'll go the other way. Maybe your circle is smaller than mine because your shoulders tell you that's important. That's fine. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come down. Let's keep the right arm where it is. Bring the left arm up. Look over to the right. And then lift up out of that left side of the body, stretching and lengthening through. And then come back to center, and we'll go to the other side. Right arm up, look left, lift and reach, lift and reach, lift and reach. Come back to the center, one more each way. Left arm up, look right, lift and reach, and then center, and other side, up, and twist, lift and reach, and then back center. Both arms come down, okay? So from here, we're gonna come to one side of your mat or your rug, whatever the heck it is you have. We are going to come from up to down through a roll down and a walk out, okay? So if any of this isn't right for you, please make any changes, that's fine, all right? Arms are gonna come up to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're gonna start with the arms. Add the head, roll through the spine. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Just hang here for one breath. Soften your knees, deep exhale. And I'm going to continue down by bending my knees, gently walking my hands out, and lowering myself gently down to the knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Drawing the abdominals in here first. Let's just kind of get the spine as long as we can. Spread the fingers open, push down through the fingertips. Let's really make these hands do work. And then plug the shoulders in. I'm actually going to bring my knees and my feet together. And I'm going to extend my left leg out behind me, flexing the foot, drawing the abdominals in, and just holding for a second, straightening that leg. See if you can feel the left tush. And then bring that leg back down, and we'll switch to the other side. Straighten out the right leg. Find a bunch of length from the crown of the head through to that heel. Straighten the leg. See if you can find the firing of the glute feeling. And then come on back, and we'll come back to the left. Reach and come down. Right again. Reach and come down. Try and draw the abdominals in for 4. And 4. And 3. And 3. 2. 2. 1. And 1. Come all the way down. Curl your toes forward. I've got my feet and my knees together. I'm going to come into a small rounded spine, just a little bit of a curve, so I can deeply draw the abdominals in, and the knees are coming up with the exhale. So inhale here, exhale left. Inhale, gently come down, nice and quiet with the knees, and we'll try it again. Exhale, come up. Keep going here. Couple of things you can pay attention to, your elbows. Have them look backwards. See if you can twist a little bit, slide the shoulders away from your ears as you lift, and see if you can do 3 more in your own time. Exhale to come up. Two more. One more. And then come all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Just for one breath, slide the arms forward, relax the head. Give yourself one more deep breath here. Bring the arms back. Come back to hands and knees. I'm going to continue knees and feet together. I'm going to walk my hands one at a time forward and come into a modified plank, okay? So we're going to stay here for just a second. Lift your belly, give the tush a little bit of a squeeze, turn the elbows again to face the wall behind you and soften them just a little bit. It's a teeny little elbow bend. See if you can slide the shoulders away from the ears, release the neck, maybe move the head a little bit, push through the whole hand, come back up. Very small exercise. We're going to do 8 of them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! And then bring the hips back. That's like, takes a lot. Takes a lot. Take a nice deep breath. Come back to your hands and knees. Widen your knees a little bit. Bring the right hand slightly right of center. And then bring the left arm out to the side and up as far as it feels comfortable. So it's a twist. And then come back. Replace the right with the left. 2 more sets of these. One more each way. Come on back. Knees in a bit. Let's do hands and knees again. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're coming back to that super fun micro push-up situation. Hands forward, shift. Okay? Find your plank. Maybe you're not doing the push-ups. Maybe you're just planking and you find that super exciting, so you're staying there. Elbows look back, lengthen the neck, belly button is in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, and then come on back. Relax your head. Inhale, exhale, lengthen your spine, give yourself a lovely deep breath. Walk your hands back in when you're ready. Uncurl the toes. Quick cat-cow. Round. Ooh, I just got an adjustment. Arch. And then come back center. A little bird dog here. See if you can again plant down through the full hand. One arm, opposite leg. Maybe they just stay out here. Maybe that's where is right for you. See if you can lift, and if not, just stay connected. That's still a great way to go through this exercise. And then switch to the other sides. And continue on your own pace, at your own pace. Maybe you notice one side is different from the other, which is normal. One more each way. Other side. And then come on back down. One more micro push-up. Set. Hands forward. Shift forward. Find your length. Belly is in. Elbows back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! One more breath back here before we come back up to stand. Long arms, deep breath, exhale. That was exciting. Okay, I'm going to come up to stand through a down dog, okay? So you come up to stand however you want. I'm just going to take this minute to get that stretch through the legs, relax the head, slide the shoulders away from the ears, bend the knees once, re-lengthen, and then we can kind of walk our hands and feet in towards one another. Come back to that half hang. Soften the knees. Push through the feet to rebuild. Push through the feet to stand up tall. Okay, that's it. Class over. Just kidding. Okay, grab your glider. Okay. You can use so many things for your glider. Not that this is any fancy brand, but this is the brand I have. Although, are you seeing it backwards? Anyway, Synergy Slider. And I like it because there is the side that you can use on the ground and there's the side that you can use on your rug. So it's, you can take it and bring it, use it wherever you want, okay? So get your glider. We're not gonna use weights for this first bit, we're probably gonna add. So I've got one glider. We'll stand up with the glider under the right foot. And I'm only putting the glider under the front half of the foot, so it's from the ball of the foot to the toes. And I'm just gonna leave it there for 1 second, and we're gonna practice a few squats so we can show the legs what to do before we start gliding, okay? It's gonna stay there. If it bothers you, please move it. Soften your knees, send your hips back, and just come into a regular old squat. I think I'm just gonna bring my hands into my chest for now. Peek and make sure your knees are not in like this, but they're out as wide as your maybe fourth toe. Push through the heels, squeeze the booty, stand tall. Back, up, back, and up. We're standing tall at the top, okay? Those of you that may have limited range of motion with your squat, that's fine. Move as far as it feels okay to. You don't have to take a deep squat. Maybe you can work on it in other ways. We'll do 6 more. Squeeze your tush at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, the left leg is going to squat, the right leg is going to go back. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Just gonna bring my hands to the side for this first part. The left leg is essentially squatting as the right leg comes in. So my knee never really has to go beyond my left toes. Maybe it does at a very, very, very small percentage. But I don't want you going forward to go back like that, all right? You send your booty back just like you would for a squat, and the driving force is the whole left leg. If you're working really hard with your right leg, put it into the left leg. Slide back lightly, drive the foot down to come in. And I kind of like arms forward, and we'll do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come all the way in. Just a little mini set, hands to hips. Come into that little mini squat. Right leg only in and out. No lunging through the left leg. 8, 7, 6. Belly is in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way in. And up we go. Up we go. Okay, we're going to switch over to the left leg, but let's just do a few squats to get centered. Okay, stand tall. The glider is under the left foot, the front half. Sit back. Stand tall. Sit back. Stand tall. Inhale. Knees. Tushy at the top. Squeeze. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay. Shift now into the right foot a little bit. Find something to look at. Soften your right knee. Slide back with the left leg. And do it a few times just to see how this side feels. P.S. Using the wall or a chair is a fantastic way to help yourself isolate the work in the right leg. So if you're struggling, just go over, put your finger on the wall, and notice how much easier it is to get connected to that right leg. Not using it is fantastic too, of course, but sometimes you need that finger on the wall. We're breathing. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come all the way in. Hands to hips. Little mini squat. Look forward. Belly is in. Left leg. In and out. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in and stand tall. Very exciting. We're going to put this guy off to the side for a moment. And we're going to grab some weights. I'm going to, for this first little arm set, grab 5s. You can start at whatever number you like. 5s, I would say, is a medium weight for me to pick up. I'm also going to grab just 1 sip of water. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of standing work for the arms, and then we'll do a little bit more down on the mat. So first, I'm just going to completely rotate. You can see this from far away too, but I'm just going to rotate, and when you do this, you can kind of feel the shoulder react, right? If you had any shoulder injuries, you may have a little bit of limited rotation here, but you should really be able to have a bunch of mobility here. It's helpful for a lot of reasons. Let's do 1 more each way. I've never watched myself do this. They look so funny. 1 more each way. 1 more each way. Just like moving the foot around changes what the leg does in the hip, moving your hand around while you're carrying weight changes the need of how the shoulder operates, right? So it's nice for us to work on some of those mobility things. I'm going to heels together, toes apart. You can parallel if you like. Stand tall. See if you can find the connection to the tush and the abdominals. Easy bicep curl front. And then back, and I kind of resist the weight on the way up, of course, and then as well on the way down. Okay, we're gonna move a little faster, but I always kind of pretend like there's a little bit more weight than there is. Imagine your back is against the wall. If it helps you to lean against the wall, if you're working on your alignment and having that support is helpful, that's a great tool. You just bend your knees a little bit and bring your back flat against the wall. And we're going to add to this a little bit when you come to the top next time. We're going to hold, flip, come back, and down. Hold, flip, back, and down. Hold, flip, back. 1 more like this, and then we'll add hold, flip, back. So now we're going to do an overhead extension. If for some reason the weight that you're holding isn't right for you, feel free to switch that out. Come on up again. We're twisting, pushing up, coming back, twisting again, and then return. Up, twist, and back. Find a little bit of a flow for yourself. And back, around, and again. We're going to do 2 more. Keep breathing. Up, and 1 more. and then all the way down. Quick little ear to shoulder and ear to shoulder, just because it's fun. And then come back by your sides, chest expansion. I'm just going to keep my arms right by my sides. Draw the abdominals in, press back. This is as much of an abdominal exercise as it is for the arms and the shoulders and the back. Everything above your belt, including your brain, for me. Last 4 and 3 and 2. One more. And then arms right by your sides, arms wide. A lateral arm raise and a breath. Okay, so just to reiterate this, say it so many times, but if there's a particular move or a range of motion that isn't right for you, leave it out or make it smaller, drop the weight, okay? None of that is cheating if you're just listening to your body. Last 4 and 3 and 2. One more time. I'm turning my palms forward. I'm coming up about halfway. Weights in, weights wide. We basically did a similar thing when we were just rotating at the wrist. You may feel this a little bit more deeply. Last 4 and 3, 2, one more time, and come out. Come back to center, arms stay long by your sides. We're going to put the weights down and come back to your friend, the glider. Okay, so weights go down. I'm going to put mine right over here. Okay, so now we're going to do some gliding laterally, and it's a similar move with the grounded foot. It's like a kind of a squat. So just because that's what it is, we're going to practice it before we get going, okay? I have my glider underneath my right foot, standing nice and tall, toes are forward, knees, peek at them when you sit back into your imaginary chair. Give your tush a squeeze. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Okay, the left leg essentially does the same thing, and the right leg goes out to the side. And then you drive the left leg in to bring the glider back. In, out. In, you should still have your weight above your left leg. Continue to peek at the knee. Use a chair or the wall if that's helpful. If you're getting stuck out there, you're just putting too much weight into that right leg and maybe just going a little bit too far. Stick your left booty out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Okay, we're going to do like a little half move. Go halfway out, hold here. Make sure that knee is over the foot. I'm going to bring my arms out wide. Shifting my weight completely into the standing leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Ooh! 5, we're breathing. 4, 3, 2, one more. Grab your glider, bring it in. Stand tall. Those are always exciting. And then side 2, we've got to come over to the left foot. We're going to do some practice squats. Okay, so bring your feet into an appropriate width. Stand tall, find your tush at the top, and squat, squeeze. Squat and squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One more. Okay, so now we're shifting the work into the right leg. The left leg isn't doing much work at all. It's working to stay light, if anything. And we're breathing. Your range of motion may be more than mine. Your range of motion may be less than mine. So it's up to you. And yeah, this is gonna work your balance too. If you're a little wobbly, that's expected. 6, 5, 4, 3. Stick the booty out on the way down. 2, one more. We hold. I did this at first. Go about halfway out, stick your booty out, arms out for a little added support. Shift your weight into that right leg, left leg. Woo! 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Grab your glider, bring it in. Stand up. Awesome. Scooch the glider off to the side. Grab a quick drink of water, because why not? Okay. We are going to use our weights again, do some more arm work. I'm going to do this next one standing up, because we've been kind of doing a lot of heavier weights down on the ground, which is great. But functionally, you know, we're picking up heavy things, we're shoving them in the closets, we're doing things, right? Carrying groceries. So I'm going to pick up my 8s and see how it goes. And if at any time I want to go back to my 5s, I'm just going to do that. Okay, so feet. I always gravitate to this little V situation. Parallel is great too. Stand in a position that feels right for you. All right. Quick little neck roll for fun. And then when you make your way back to the center, head back, stand tall, palms forward. We're going to start with this nice, easy bicep curl. So this is noticeably heavier, which is expected. Yeah, so for me, for you, for both of us, there's a number that feels easy. And there's a number that probably feels moderate. And then there's one that actually feels hard. Like this is hard to do. For me, this is fairly moderate. We're going to add, come on up to the top and pause, just rotate. Come back and down. 2 more like that. Use your belly, use your tush. Come all the way down. 1 more just like that. Rotate, come back. Now we're going to add that overhead extension. I'm widening my elbows. And I'm coming all the way back. Another thing you could do, just PS, if standing is challenging for you for whatever reason, sit down. This is this wonderful little exercise right here. If you really want to isolate the upper body, you're absolutely welcome to do something like this seated. And I mean on a chair. Not like on the ground. Back. I'm going to do 4 more. Three more. Two more. Last one. All the way down. Relax those arms. Feel free to release the neck if you'd like. Chest expansion, or just a press back with the arms. Belly is in. Arms are straight. Four more. Hold here. Lateral. Lateral lift. This could be a bunch harder. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it is. I made you 6. And 2 more for me. And 1 more. And then hold here. Bring your chin toward your throat and just roll the top quarter of your spine down. Come on up. Pull the head back and stand tall. Pull your head back. 1 more like that. Round forward. Come on back up. And stand tall. Okay. We do the lateral. Oh, here we go. This last one. Bend your arms. Together. Open. In. Out. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Come back together and all the way down. Okay, I'm going to put these weights down and we're going to come back. One more super fun, exciting thing to do with the glider. I'm just grabbing more water because apparently I'm thirsty. Okay. Come back to your friend, the glider. That's right. It's going to be a combo. Okay, so right foot starts. I'm going to start with those squats again because I think that's a nice way to inform my legs what's going to happen. So we're just going to do about 8. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Oh geez, I was really laying back into my heels that time. Okay, come back to center. I'm going to start here, hands to hips, eyes forward. Right leg is going to glide back and come back in. And you can get the arms moving a little bit more as long as all this is going well. You remember how this felt just moments ago. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Immediately switch over to the left. We're not doing any squats. Just get into it. Slide back. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. Come back together. Come back to stand. Switch it back to the right. Stand tall. Take a breath. Going right up to the right. This is our lateral move. The left knee is squatting. Send your hips back. Come in. Reach and in. Reach and in. 4. 5. 6. Adjust as you need to. 7. 8. 9. 10, come all the way in, switch the legs over to the left, take a breath, and we go. Knee over foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh geez, almost lost my glider, 8, 9, 10, come all the way in, push the glider forward, come back to the right leg, hands to your hips, find your little mini squat. Sorry, I'm gonna go this way so you can do both. Find your little mini squat, back and in with just the right leg, out and in, wide arms and thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, come back and hold, right leg out, belly is in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drag it in, stand tall. Side 2, in and out with the left leg, hands to hips to begin. Little squat, left leg. And breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Belly is in here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Out to the side and hold. Shift your weight into your right leg. 8, 7, 6. This is hard. 5 for me. 4, 3, 2. Grab your glider, bring it in. All right, we're coming down to the floor. Get rid of the glider. We're not going to use it anymore. We've done 5s. We've done 8s. I'm going to grab my 10s and do the heaviest set down on the mat on my back. So carefully, if you're using heavier weights, take notice how you pick them up to move them from one place to another. Okay? All right, skis. So we're coming onto our backs. Get yourself down there. I'm never angry when we're down doing floor work. This is always kind of a nice place to start. Okay, so let's just first take a couple of deep breaths to connect to those deeper breathing muscles. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your neck, fill up your waist with air, and empty it out. See if you could find those hips pulling in towards one another, feeling. When you are engaging your deeper muscles, you don't have to tuck your pelvis. A lot of people, when they're exhaling, they tuck. It isn't wrong, but see if you're a tucker, see if you can do the breath without that. You don't have to squeeze your booty. You can make it a pelvic floor exercise. Nothing needs to visually change from the outside except for the waist coming in towards filling up and coming back in. One more deep breath. Okay, and see if you can keep that deep breathing along the way. I'm going to roll to the side and carefully put one weight right next to it. Actually, I'm just going to grab both at this moment. We're going to go right away. And then just bring the elbows right next to my ribcage with my knees and my feet in a comfortable position. You can kind of push down a little bit through the heels just to like make the leg muscles fire just a little bit. They're a supporting factor. Neck is long. We're just going to press straight up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Pause for a minute. Bring the elbows wide. My elbows are probably almost in line with my shoulders. Knuckles are looking at the ceiling. Wrists are energized. Press up. Tap the weights over your chest or your neck. And then come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold at the top. Bring your weights together on the flat ends, so they're just kind of friends right next to one another. Lengthen the neck, keep the arms long, maybe elbows a little soft, but arms I think straight is okay. And then bring the legs up into a tabletop position and bring your knees in a little bit so your knees are over your belly. 1 foot at a time, reach out away from your body, tap the heel to the ground and return. Reach away. Okay, see if you can find, this is a minimal amount of dynamic movement here. So see if you can deeply connect to the abdominals as you move. 4, 4, 3, and 3, 2, and 1, 1. Feet down, arms down, arms down. Quick little finger wiggle. Finger wiggle. Okay, and we're going to do just a slightly different set of those same 2 arm movements, just a slightly different variation. Come on up. And the arms will come straight up. So we did both arms at the same time. This time, 1 at a time. A little bit more of a flow. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Both arms go wide. This one's a little more challenging for me. Maybe widen your feet. Make sure you're connected through your center. Both arms up. 1 arm down. Switch. Switch. 2, 3, 3. This is both an abdominal exercise and arms and chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Turn so your palms face one another, all the way down, all the way down. Just rest your hands on top of the weights, wiggle your fingers, take a nice deep breath. 1 more abdominal thing before we stretch. Legs up, feet together, knees slightly apart, shoulders down. Exhale, chin to throat, curl forward. Inhale down. Again. Inhale down. Again. Add the legs if you'd like for the next 4. You can extend them out. And 3. And 2. 1 more. And then come all the way down. Okay, just let your weights say goodbye. You don't have to move them right now. It's kind of awkward to pick them up. I'm going to just like roll mine away so they're out of the way. And then I'm going to do our delicious twisty stretch, knees to one side, arms out to the sides. And if this stretch is not what you would like to do, go ahead and grab another one that suits you. One more exhale. And then we can carefully bring the arms back in. Roll through the pelvis to the other side. And breathe. And then one more good exhale. And then you could come back towards the center. Before we come up to sit, feet together, knees wide. One more deep breath here. And then the knees can come back in. We can roll to the side to bring ourselves up. And then we can slowly come up to stand. Come up however you like. And we'll just do one standing stretch for the road. Feet grounded. Arms come all the way up. Hook your thumbs, drop your chin a little, and side to side. And then come back to the center. As the arms come down, stand tall. We did it. Have a great day. Enjoy.